Hello everyone, welcome back to DIY IT Department. In the next few sessions, we'll be discussing security. Security of your computer, your network, protecting your information, and we'll be touching on antivirus and malware software. So before we get started, for those of you that are using different versions of Windows, please look down into our resource section to get further support on this topic. Um, let's talk about security for a minute. A lot of you all might have the misconception out there that you have to be an IT genius to make sure that your computer is secure. Others might just be lackadaisical about the whole security thing, and you might not be doing what you need to do to protect your information and protect your computer from getting viruses. So, first of all, we're going to go in and take a look at what Microsoft has for you on your systems to help with your security. And in a later session, we will talk to you about using third-party software to help you with your security. So, the first thing you want to do is go to the control panel. So, we're going to go over here to control panel. There are three icons that we're going to deal with on this control panel. The first one would be Security Center from Windows, Windows Firewalls, and Windows Defender. So let's go ahead and click on Security Center. That's going to bring up this window. Over here to the left, you have some quick links. This is Windows Updates, of course, Windows Firewall, and Windows Defender that we showed you on the last window. And internet options. Let's go ahead and click on internet options and knock this out real quick. So if you open up your internet options, if you notice that you have a general tab, and you can come down through here, your home page, browsing history. This is something we discussed when we were talking about browsers, but you can delete temporary files, history, cookies, save passwords, and web form information all in one swoop. If you click this, you will delete that, everything that we just discussed. Now, of course, if you have saved passwords and you do delete this, it's obviously going to wipe all that out. You have your search, your tabs, and appearance. Let's go on over to security. If you notice that you can change your security right here, and you can read each one of them, your high, your medium, and medium again, so medium, high, and medium. And so you can go in here and read what each one of these does to find out which preference is best for your internet browsing. Your privacy, this will talk to you about cookies and blocking cookies. If you do that, their website isn't going to act the same towards your internet browser, but you can go in here and read all these different levels and find out what is going to be the best preference for you. You got content. For those of you who don't know, the SSL state or SSL certificate is when you are browsing secured sites, and that basically tells you how if your internet browser should trust that website. Connections, and then programs. I'll talk to you about that. And then you have an advanced. If you are not familiar with all of this, I'd probably stay out of the advanced tab. But if you want to go in there, you can change some of that as well. So let's cancel out of internet properties. And let's discuss the main settings here on your security essentials. First of all, you have your firewall. If you click over here to the right, it will drop this menu down. Windows Firewall is actually protecting your computer. Now, on any of these, if something is wrong, you will normally see a warning message pop up over here. And if you do see warning messages, you need to click on it as soon as possible. Please don't ignore those, because something is not working right in your security essentials. You need to click on that and try to figure out how to alleviate the issue so that your computer is getting the best security possible. So if we come on down here, we have automatic updates. We will go over updates in the update section of these tutorials. But for right now, you want to make sure that that is on, your firewall is on. We're going to talk about next malware protection. Okay, so malware protection, of course, discusses antivirus programs and malware protection programs. If you do not have a antivirus or malware protection program, this is probably going to be off and it will have a big caution here. It is best to have an external or a third-party antivirus and malware protection program running, but I'm going to show you in a minute, and we'll also go in further to the different softwares out there for you to pick and choose from. So let's go over here real quick. As you can see, I am running a virus protection. It's Titanium Internet Security. And if you come down here, you can click How Does Anti-Malware Software Help Protect Your Computer? So we're going to pull up this little window here. Using anti-malware software to help protect your computer. Malicious software, also known as malware, is software designed to deliberately harm your computer. For example, viruses, worms, and Trojan horses are malicious software to help protect your computer against malware. Make sure that you are using up-to-date antivirus and anti-spyware software. So let's go down real quick. Let's go over to our trusty Wikipedia real quick. And let's talk about a few of these things. One thing is that if you do not understand, viruses and malware and how all that works, and then you're really not going to know how to protect your computer from it. So you kind of need to get a basis or a basic education about each one of these and what they can do to your computer and to your network. So let's first talk about computer viruses. A computer virus is a computer program that can replicate itself and spread from one computer to another. The term virus is also commonly but erroneously used to refer to other types of malware, including but not limited to adware and spyware programs that do not have reproductive ability. We come on over here to computer worm. Computer worm is a self-replicating malware computer program which uses a computer network to send copies of itself to other nodes, usually without any user intervention. This is due to security shortcomings of the target computer. And if we come on over to Trojan horses for computing, a Trojan horse or Trojan is a standalone malicious program that does not attempt to infect files, unlike a computer virus, nor replicate itself with the intent of infecting other computers, unlike a computer worm. So there's just some basic education for you about that. And if we come over here, you will notice that we'll click on this right here, Microsoft Antivirus Partners. And we will talk to you more about this in our antivirus and malware section of these tutorials. But this is a Safety and Security Center. There's a few things that you can do here, help protect your computer for free. And this is something that Microsoft has put out for you to make sure that your computer is up to date in its security. And so I would definitely, if you are not using a great software for antivirus and malware, I would come over here and look at this. So first of all, you'll notice that you can download Microsoft Security Essentials for your computer for free. This will launch the Windows updates. Windows updates not only updates different functionality of your Microsoft operating system, but it also does the latest security updates on your system. And then if you think that you have a problem with internet or with the virus and you think you're infected, you can come over here and run the Microsoft Safety Scanner, and that's of course completely free as well. So let's go on off of this and close this out. So we just kind of talked a little bit about virus and malware protection. The last tab over here is other security settings. So you can do how to see internet security settings, which we just discussed. and use account controls. Let's click on this and take a look. And as you notice, this is okay and this is on. So this is what is user account controls. User account control is a feature in Windows that can help prevent unauthorized changes to your computer. So you can go in and dive into that. Again, when you have an issue with your Microsoft Security Essentials, you're probably going to see some of these warning icons pop up over here in this control panel right here. So that pretty much concludes our tutorial on security or basic security for your Microsoft PC. In our next session, we're going to be discussing how to secure your network. Please, if you need further support on this topic, because it is a little daunting, please look down into our resource section of this video. And we will see you on our next session.